And welcome everyone, thank you very much for joining me today on my latest episode. We'll start off obviously in terms of the injury news for Wednesday night's football, second leg with Manchester City. We'll start off really with obviously the Mohamed Salah injury update. I've got the quotes from Jurgen Klopp, and now he's come out of his press conference. He's quoted as saying, he, being Salah, is not sure. He's not sure he's 100%. He was yesterday with the athletics coach training. At 5 p.m, we are training at Melwood, and we will see if he can be part of the training. It's rather yes than a no. Then we have to wait for the reaction until tomorrow, and then we will make a decision, obviously prior to the kick-off of the game. So hopefully, fingers crossed, Mohamed Salah is 100% come prior to kick-off tomorrow against Manchester City. But going into obviously the other team news from Liverpool and Man City point of view, you obviously got Henderson missing through suspension, so we will not be featuring on Wednesday night. So that in terms will bring Gini Wijnaldum into obviously the 6th position in which he played against Everton. Sergio Aguero as well looks like he'll be leading the line for Manchester City against Liverpool. Obviously missed the first leg due to injury, so he played a bit. He come on in the second half against Manchester United, so he looks like he's going to be coming back. Obviously Nathaniel Klein, could he potentially play? Would you play him right back? Get involved in the comment section below as well. Let me know your thoughts on Nathaniel. Would you play Trent again up against Sané, or would you play the English Nathaniel Klein? Obviously he played 90 minutes against Everton, which was great, but for me personally, I'd still stick with Trent, because I think given Nathaniel Klein's injury record, I think it might be just a bit too soon. And we'll go off the back of, in terms of what the players and the managers have said in the press conference. We've had Fernandinho come out just prior to the game. What I absolutely loved about this, he basically called Liverpool a long ball team. Really, Fernandinho? Are you mad? Are you mad? I think Fernandinho is absolutely mad. Unless you're referring to goal kicks, mate. Obviously, that's the only time Liverpool do tend to spray the ball up. But yeah, he's just talking smack there. For me, I've got to mention the Manchester derby in the build-up to Liverpool-Manchester City game. That mentally must have scarred Manchester City, and psychologically, going up 2-0 at half-time, and then with Manchester United coming out and exposing, once again, Manchester City's defensive frailties, in which what we've done in that first leg, United, we haven't been playing fantastic this season, but they basically come out at that second half, and you're seeing Manchester City get rocked once again, like they did against Liverpool in the first leg. And for me, that it's going to have a huge impact on those Manchester City players. As I said, psychologically, if Man City score 2 goals, say at half time, it's going to be in the back of their minds what happened at the weekend. Will a defensive collapse happen in the second leg? For me, hopefully it does. Really, that would be absolutely lovely. But for me, if you get 1 goal past this Manchester City team in that second leg, I think we've very much got the quality in this team to score another, because it will be in Manchester City's hands then to really come out and play their game. But as I said, and I've seen Virgil van Dijk say today, Liverpool are going to play their game. We're best at doing that. We're not going to change it and sit back. Really, Liverpool are going to play our fast-flowing, attacking, free shackles off. We're going to attack City. So it's up to City how they cope with us in an attacking display, and defensively how they do cope. How I feel Liverpool should approach, obviously, the first 10 to 20 minutes in this game. You do exactly what we did in the first leg. Obviously, weather the storm. Manchester City in the first 10 to 20 minutes, like we did in the first leg, we grabbed the early goal, which was priceless, really. But for me, it's all in City's hands. The more and more they come forward, Liverpool are very much going to get in behind, and I can see it happening. So Liverpool really should be looking to expose Manchester City on the break. This is how I feel Liverpool will get at them once again, like we did in the first leg. We should weather the first 10 to 20 minutes against at the Etihad. Obviously, Man City will have the majority of possession, like they did in the first leg. But Liverpool should continue what they've been doing very well in that first leg. Defended absolutely superb in that second leg. But I tell you what, and Liverpool will get goals at the Etihad. There's no doubt in that. Yet City might score the 1 or 2 goals. But I tell you what, you're not going to keep this Liverpool team quiet for 90 minutes. And you might be like, oh, how are you so confident really? Well, I'm confident really because Liverpool are the highest goal scoring team in the Champions League. Loris Karius has got the most clean sheets in the Champions League this season. James Milner has got the most assists in the Champions League this season. And if anyone's watched us away from home via obviously Porto only had conceded 4 goals in all of their home games this season prior to us playing. We rocked up there away. We played our game. It was very much like hopefully what we were doing against City. We sat back and we just basically, every chance that we had, we absolutely buried. Man City are a great team, but I tell you what, any team in the Champions League that is frail at the back, and City are very much likely to concede. But all in all, to conclude on this episode, everyone, I cannot wait for this second leg. Liverpool are 90 minutes away from a potential semi-final draw against the likes of Real Madrid, Bayern Munich and Barcelona, obviously. But I cannot wait. It's so exciting, really. I can't even say words because it's absolutely ridiculous how much we've moved on over the last 12 months. And if you would have asked any of us, really, of Liverpool fans, we'd be 3 games away in the Premier League of securing top 4 again, and we'd be in the semi-finals potentially with a 3-0 goal lead going into the second leg against Manchester City. We all would have bit your hand off. Come on, lads, you can do it. Oh, I cannot wait. Ole, ole, ole. Ole, ole, ole. That will be getting shouted and screamed all around Liverpool and at the Etihad when hopefully we've progressed into the semi-finals. Everyone, have a quality night and I'll see you later. Cheers.